She tripped going down marble stairs at the Grand Ducal Palace and took a hard fall. According to a person familiar with this who was not authorized to comment on this, people close to Pelosi said they were not authorized to speak for her. They said she fractured her hip. Ugh, that's bad. Pelosi coos out Joe Biden, and now she's trying to coup out Ocasio-Cortez. Very racist. Nancy Pelosi backstabs AOC in a fight for Congress. You can see that she's making phone calls trying to, quote, tank AOC's bid to run the House Oversight Committee. Fun reports on this one. And what's so interesting about this is right after Nancy Pelosi was making these phone calls to try to tank AOC, she decided to fall down some stairs and is now in the hospital. And it's not good because she's 84 and she fractured her hip. So Nancy Pelosi's just on a tear, trying to rip down AOC and then doing cartwheels down a flight of steps. So here's what the New York Post has for us, telling us former House Speaker Pelosi launched a behind-the-scenes efforts to thwart AOC's bid to be the top House Democrat on the Oversight Committee. Now, she's 84. She wants another representative called Jerry Connolly, who's a Democrat from Virginia, to serve as the ranking member and is actively working to tank AOC's bid. Now, we don't know if AOC was at that event. We do have some photos. Was somebody giving Pelosi a nudge down that flight of stairs? You can see here is Pelosi. She was today at an event. The U.S. Embassy in Luxembourg posted this, says, "We welcome Bill Nelson and members of Congress to come over and join us. The sacrifices of World War II soldiers echo from the past, reminding us we love our World War II." So Pelosi is there. Each generation must fight for freedom and democracy. Does that mean electing Trump or what? Anyways, and people have noticed she looks like she's hanging on for dear life right there, doesn't she? It's like, oh my goodness. She all right? What's happening here? Kind of squeezing that arm pretty tight. That's kind of a Joe Biden squeeze, right? And you're like, don't fall over. Well, she did. She fell over. And we hope she heals up quickly. We don't want anybody to be injured or taken out by a flight of steps. So that was one scene. Now, I went back and saw some other posts from Nancy, and some people wonder sometimes when Nancy's falling downstairs if she might have had a little bit too much to drink, you know. And I came across this. Ambassador Geraldine Byrne also posted this one not long ago. She's on her trip and says, "I'm delighted to have met with Nancy Pelosi, an honorary Irish woman." Now, each time I meet Speaker Pelosi, I'm reminded of the decades of commitment she had made as a U.S. leader to peace and prosperity on our shared island. And then Nancy Pelosi, if you're asking about intoxicating beverages, people are just noticing, you know, we don't really know if maybe she's feeling a little sauced up over there when she's in her homeland. But she was walking up the flight of stairs and fell down the flight of stairs, and we genuinely hope she's okay and heals quickly. Former speaker was hospitalized on Friday, being injured. She was there in Luxembourg. Sustained an injury is what the official statement said. Brief statement, no details on the nature of the injury. She was admitted to the hospital. But here's what the Times reports. She tripped going down marble stairs at the Grand Ducal Palace and took a hard fall. So was it those stairs, man? Was it that flight of steps right there? But here they say, according to a person familiar with this who was not authorized to comment on this, people close to Pelosi said they were not authorized to speak for her. They said she fractured her hip. Ugh, that's bad. They said doctors were confident the damage could be repaired with a routine operation. Not clear yet whether that would be done in Luxembourg or in the U.S. Speaker was traveling with colleagues to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, man, and that is a good thing to commemorate. After her injury, she was set to miss the remainder of her official engagements. Statement said she's receiving care. She's 80-something years old. McConnell fell earlier this week and cracked his head open with a small cut to the face, but it wasn't before she tried to stab AOC in the back. Now, AOC is facing a slugfest oversight role, but she's facing strong headwinds. Senior Democrats say that while Ocasio-Cortez is the favorite, the race is still in play. The fight comes as several septuagenarian committee ranking members are facing desperate battles. Younger people are challenging them. Ocasio's 35, Connolly's 74. They're facing off to replace the current ranking member, Jamie Raskin. Where's Raskin going? Punchbowl News was the first to report this, and someone for Pelosi didn't comment on this. So Pelosi coos out Joe Biden, and now she's trying to coup out Ocasio-Cortez. Very racist. That is something that their steering committee will discuss next week. Several younger Democrats are trying to squeeze their way in. Raskin succeeded in getting Judiciary Committee. Okay, so Raskin's going to Judiciary because Jerry Nadler's stepping down. Huffman from California fighting Grijalva from Arizona, and Melanie Stansbury, younger. So the Democrats are trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, who knows if AOC is pushing Pelosi down the stairs or what happens, but we do wish her a quick and speedy recovery because we don't want anybody being injured or taken out by stairs. So we'll be hoping for a speedy recovery there, and we'll be watching this battle unfold because it sounds like it's war. Trump, no. AOC versus Pelosi in Congress. We'll be here for it. Thanks for subscribing, my friends. We'll see you back here on the next one.